The drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. This was not the enemy.
That, of course, the new White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, making her debut today in the briefing room with an update on those mysterious drone sightings. The drones took the country by storm almost 3 months ago. Witnesses across the East Coast describing the objects, in some cases, to be roughly the size of vehicles. The FAA enforced no-fly zones at one point. State and local officials raised national security concerns over the drones because they were even seen flying over military bases, one of President Trump's golf courses as well. Those folks expressed their frustrations right here on the Hill.
We ought to be able to trace them, and our FBI and all the others are just with their head in the sand.
All they did was tell us they don't know anything that's going on. They're not sure what's going on.
This needs engagement from the federal level. And I think that President Biden and the Biden administration are overdue to show leadership here.
Joining me now, you just saw right there, the New Jersey Assemblyman Michael Inganamort, outspoken at the time on the drone sightings, once again with us live here on the Hill. Thanks for being back with us. Nice to see you again. Were you satisfied with the answer today?
That's a great question, Blake. I'm getting to satisfied. I would say for now, I am grateful and relieved. I'm grateful that this new administration is engaging on the issue, giving us certainly more specificity than we got from the prior administration, and relieved that the last sentence out of the new press secretary was that these are not the enemy. That's the part I'm relieved about. And that was at the core of what we were asking of the prior administration last year.
Quote, and various other reasons. Mike, that's a pretty big hole there. That's a pretty big gap, what these various other reasons would be, along with, the FAA green-lighting this. You think those various other reasons is the military?
I'd love to know. You're asking a fair question, but as I said, this is a heck of an improvement over what we were hearing in December and even the beginning part of January.
No, I hear you there, but I also see the R next to your name, Mike. So I know you support the current administration. I also know you want the answers, but that is a pretty big hole there, is it not?
It is. That's why I didn't say I was satisfied, but I'm relieved and grateful that we're getting there. I think that this statement today was a good first step. We want more than what we got today, but what we got today was more than what we got prior. So no, I'm not looking to pit administration against administration, but I appreciate hearing that this was specifically authorized by the FAA. We did not know that up until today. I call that progress. I call that a good first step, but you're absolutely right, Blake. We want more.
What do you think you need to still learn, and have you or any of your colleagues there in New Jersey been in touch with the Trump administration or plan to be in touch with the Trump administration on this?
Well, I know to the governor's credit, he has. And to your earlier question, I mean, there's an example of a gentleman with a D next to his name working with a president with an R next to his name. Right. And I give them both credit for opening up the lines of communication on this. As I said, we do want more information. We're not asking for anything classified, and we weren't last year. What I said last year was if this is a military exercise or an FAA exercise with a national security imperative, I think most of my constituents, myself included, would have been happy to hear that at the time. We could have avoided a lot of the fear and anxiety that ensued. And that is, as I said, the first step of what we got today.
Mike Inganamort, I got a feeling this is not the end of this story. He is an assemblyman there in the state of New Jersey. With us once again. Nice to see you as always. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thanks so much, Blake.
Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.